Hey yo, what's up guys? Leo here from the Forex back again with another video. So in today's video, I'll be giving you basically an update of each and every setup that I gave you at the beginning of the week, the reasons why as to why I did not take any of the setups, and just giving you a general breakdown as to what I'm expecting going into next week. Hey yo, so joining me on the charts guys. So actually, let's start off with ADJPY. And for ADJPY, and actually for all the JPY pairs, what I expected was a move upwards. And as you can see, clearly that happened. Of course, I am feeling a bit down because for one, I didn't get my confirmations and the market left me. This means I got left out by the money. But I'm also glad that I did not take a trade outside my entry criteria, which is a very important thing. You must remain disciplined through losing streaks and also through winning streaks. Discipline goes both ways. It goes both ways. So that being said, so let's break down what happened to AUD Remember, when I broke this down on that video, let's jump down into the 4-hour time frame. So when I broke this down on the video that I shared on, was it Tuesday? I broke this down saying what price would do, what I expected price to do. I expected price to consolidate and then move upwards as it has, and it did exactly that. Of course, in my own perspective, I did expect price to consolidate a bit more, to actually continue consolidating, maybe consolidate going sideways before actually moving upwards, and solely because I wanted to be a part of this big move. But unfortunately, I am not a part of this big move. Markets moved and they left me behind. But anyway, maybe what I'll be looking for going into this week, this up and coming week, is a pullback and maybe continuation to the upside, trying to catch this move. Of course, I'm not going to chase this trade. I'm not going to buy anywhere near the top. I'm going to wait for a pullback. Then after a pullback, that's where I can look for buy opportunities. And now let's look at NZDJPY. NZDJPY, I'm happy to see that. For one, let's go onto the daily time frame and let's start there. So what NZDJPY ended up doing, it actually started breaking this level of support. And at this point, I thought price would do break, retest, and then continue to the downside. But it proved me wrong. It broke, did not retest, but instead ended up coming back, creating a fake breakout, creating a fake out, and then now, as you can see, price is coming back too. And on NZDJPY, I love the way this looks. Maybe not the best looking chart, but I love how it broke above support. And now what we may see going into this week, up and coming week, or even Friday, we may see price start to come back, pull back into support before pushing all the way to the upside. Excuse my crooked arrow there. Anyway, we may see that going into this week. So I am very much anticipating a move such as this, and I'm looking forward to this coming week. I'm actually not discouraged at all. It does feel a bit tiring and a bit draining to miss out on setups, but then again, it does not align. None of these setups that I had this week align with my personal trading criteria. For one, I did not trade the first week of the month. I have my own reasons. I did not trade Monday, Tuesday. I only trade Wednesday, Thursday. I do not also trade Friday. So according to my entry criteria, these setups were, for me, out of the question. Could you have made money on those setups if you decided to take them? Yes, 100%. We are all different. We all have different approaches to the market. We all have different strategies. And I also believe that no strategy that doesn't work. It's just that you have to stick with it long enough. Anyway, now moving on to the next setup, which is CAD JPY. Let's move on to CAD JPY. So taking a look at CAD JPY is one that I was expecting a deeper pullback, a deeper retrace into these levels of support, or these Fibonacci levels. That is what I was waiting for. But unfortunately, price did not do that. I did not do that. But what I am seeing here, I'm seeing a lack of bullish momentum. And how I see that is, if you look here on your left, you'll see these very much bullish candles, very strong bullish candles pushing up, showing that they have momentum. Even this one is a strong bullish candle. But if you look now, the only candle that you see is this one. The only candle that you see is that one. And you see a whole lot more presence of bearish candles, meaning that bears are still in the picture, that price is not totally decided on being bullish, because the presence of bears indicates that they are also there. They are also selling, fighting price, keeping it from going up. And as you can see, it's moving up, but not in a direct manner, like as you saw with this impulse. Instead, it's moving sort of like sideways, trending sideways, but upwards, which what this tells me is that price may actually end up selling off into this level of support, testing it one more time before actually buying all the way to the upside. And then, so let's take a look at CAD, actually GBP JPY. GBP JPY is one that is looking clean. I'm loving the setup. I'm loving how this looks. I'm loving how everything looks right now. And it's one that I'm looking to capitalize actually on, if possible. I'm looking to capitalize on the setup. And let me tell you what I'm looking for going into this week. I'm looking maybe for price to come back, retest this level of support, then continue to the upside. Excuse me. Then continue to the upside. This is the level that I'm looking for price to actually test. I'm looking for buy opportunities. I'm long biased on this, and actually every other JPY pairs, but mostly the pairs that I'm mostly long on or long biased on are GBP JPY and Euro JPY. Those are the two setups that I am long on, and I'm looking for buy setups, bullish setups all the way to the upside, maybe breaking above these previous highs, possibly. Now, looking at Euro JPY, we see something very similar to GBP JPY, as they have a very high correlation, somewhere above 60%. They correlate very closely. So if you do not know what correlation is basically the similarities, to put it simple, similarities between two things. So correlation means these pairs move unlike, they have similar movements. And if you look at the GBP charts and the Euro charts, Euro USD and GBP USD, and also likewise GBP JPY and Euro JPY, you'll see that these pairs have a high correlation. They move very similar. Anyway, now on Euro JPY, we saw a bit more movement than we did see on GBP JPY, but which is expected when one pair is weaker than the other. Anyway, what I am expecting going into this up and coming week, I'm expecting price to come back, pull back into this level of support before continuing to the upside. I will update, of course, these setups, because since I am recording on a Thursday, I will update the setups on the video that I will release this Sunday. So do not miss out on that video. Anyway, now jumping on NZD-CAD. NZD-CAD is one that I'm looking forward to, and I'll tell you why. Solely because when you look at this from a bigger time frame, you see that the price is starting to move in a downtrend. And with that being said, it's moving in a downtrend. Now it's coming back to retest at these levels. Actually, let me fix my Fibonacci levels and actually rectify these. Just a sec. Okay, so I've done that. Just did a little fast forward because they don't want you to look at me doing all the boring work. Anyway, now pulling the fib from the high to the low, we'll see that it gives us these three levels, these three golden levels. So what we are looking for going into this week, we're looking for a pullback into one of these levels, or all three. Actually, price can manage to test all three. Consolidation, see maybe a loss in bullish momentum before looking for sells. This may take more than one day or more than 1 week before actually price drops, but I am here for it. I'm looking for sell opportunities here. So if I'm looking for sell opportunities on NZD-CAD, I'm also looking for sell opportunities on AUD-CAD, because the reason being is they have a high correlation, like I have discussed a few minutes ago. They have a high correlation such as Euro USD and GBP USD. AUD CAD and NZD CAD also have a high relation. So now moving on to AUD CAD. So checking out AUD CAD, some might see that price is actually moving bullish, but if you look on the daily, actually the weekly time frame, you'll see that price, yes, although is kind of bullish, I am seeing some sell setups that are coming through. And actually, I might actually need to reanalyze this. I might consider reanalyzing this because this is a very strong weekly candle showing some very strong bullish momentum coming through. So let's jump down onto the daily time frame. I might actually have to correct myself. I might have to. So on the daily charts, we see some very strong bullish candles. Actually, 1, 2, 3 very strong bullish impulsive candles that show that now bulls are starting to take over price. But we will see with the release of COT data going into next week. Actually, on Friday, we'll see a release of COT data. COT data being the commitment of traders reports, which is something that I rely on heavily. So what that does, it actually shows us what institutions, hedge funds, banks are doing, the people that actually move the market. It shows us their positions. So this is how I get very accurate in my trading and know what price is going to do next, because I look at such reports. So with that being said, thank you for watching, guys. Until next time. Actually, if you have not liked this video yet, please drop a like and a sub, and until next time, see you in the next one.